You'll get upset, be baited into conflict, live offended. You have to realize you're an eagle.
Joel Osteen was born on March 5th, 1963, in Houston, Texas, into a family that lived and breathed faith. One of 6 children, Joel grew up in a household shaped by devotion and big dreams. His father, John Osteen, had been a traditional Southern Baptist pastor, but chose a new path in 1959, just a few years before Joel's birth, founding what would become Lakewood Church. Joel's mother, Dodie, was a steadfast partner in this journey, and the family faced challenges that shaped their spiritual mission. When Joel's sister Lisa was born with significant disabilities, it became a turning point for the family, prompting a deep embrace of faith and healing, values that would guide the church's philosophy for years to come. His siblings pursued varied paths. Lisa eventually became an associate pastor, and his brother Paul became a vascular surgeon and missionary. But all were influenced by the same sense of purpose and service instilled from childhood. The humble beginnings of Lakewood Church opened on Mother's Day in May 1959, inside a modest feed store on Houston's northeast side, initially called Lakewood Baptist Church. Its 234 seats were quickly filled with people seeking hope and miracles. Over the years, the church grew steadily, surpassing 5,000 members by the late 1970s. Joel, however, wasn't initially drawn to preaching. He was shy, preferring to observe from behind the scenes, a quality that would later define his unique approach. After graduating from Humble High School in 1981, Joel briefly attended Oral Roberts University to study radio and television communications, but left before completing his degree, choosing instead to return to Houston and focus on something revolutionary for churches at the time: television ministry. Joel's media vision. In 1982, at just 19, Joel launched Lakewood's TV ministry, starting with a local station and eventually expanding nationally. He dedicated 17 years to perfecting every broadcast, learning how to communicate hope and positivity effectively. Joel's early work behind the camera wasn't just technical, it was formative. Watching his father inspire congregations, observing audience reactions, and editing hundreds of sermons, Joel absorbed lessons that would later inform his own style of ministry. During this time, he also witnessed personal family challenges, including his mother Dodie's battle with cancer, which she overcame through faith, reinforcing the importance of hope and perseverance in his upbringing. Stepping into the pulpit, Joel had resisted preaching for years, always insisting that his father was the true messenger. But in January 1999, he delivered his first sermon. Days later, his father passed away unexpectedly, leaving Lakewood Church without a clear successor. Grieving but determined, Joel stepped forward and, on June 7, 1999, was officially installed as senior pastor. Though inexperienced, his approach resonated. Within 5 years, attendance soared from 6,000 to between 25,000 and 30,000 each week, marking Lakewood as the largest church in the country. Joel invested heavily in media, billboards, and outreach, creating a polished, motivational message that appealed to millions. Growth and expansion. The original sanctuary couldn't accommodate the swelling congregation, prompting Joel to envision something bigger. In 2003, Lakewood leased the Compact Center, the former home of the Houston Rockets, transforming it into a modern, multi-story church with classrooms, media rooms, and spaces for community engagement. By 2005, the church opened its doors to 16,000 attendees, with millions more watching online, cementing Lakewood's global presence. Joel's uplifting message, centered on positivity, gratitude, and personal growth, became a signature, drawing people from all walks of life, even those outside traditional Christian circles. Becoming a global figure, Joel's 2004 book, Your Best Life Now, catapulted him into international fame. Within months, it had sold over 1 million copies and stayed on bestseller lists for years. Through books, speaking engagements, and a strong social media presence, Joel and his wife Victoria built a platform reaching tens of millions. Their personal fortune, estimated at around $100 million, largely came from these endeavors, not church donations. Joel's approach blended spiritual encouragement with practical advice, emphasizing hope, resilience, and personal improvement rather than traditional doctrines of judgment and sin. Victoria Osteen's journey. Victoria Osteen, born in 1961, met Joel in a small Houston jewelry store in 1985. 2 years later, they married, forming a partnership that would grow Lakewood Church's influence worldwide. Victoria initially focused on behind-the-scenes work, but later launched the Lakewood Women's Ministry, expanding her role as a public speaker and author. Her 2008 book, Love Your Life, became a bestseller, reflecting her calm confidence and leadership. Together, Joel and Victoria's children, Jonathan and Alexandra, embraced the ministry, contributing through music and youth engagement, carrying forward the family's vision of inspiring a new generation, the prosperity message. Joel Osteen's ministry is closely associated with the prosperity gospel, emphasizing faith, positivity, and the potential for abundance. He encourages followers to live with hope, manage their finances wisely, and maintain health and wellness. While this approach resonates with millions, it has also faced criticism for simplifying complex life experiences and emphasizing material success. Joel's style focuses on encouragement and motivation, presenting faith as a source of strength and optimism in daily life. Critics debate its theological depth, but its impact on individual confidence and community engagement is undeniable. Community impact and outreach. Lakewood Church operates with an extensive budget, balancing large-scale events, media production, and community programs. While only a fraction of the budget goes directly to traditional outreach, the church's influence spreads through media, books, and large-scale gatherings that aim to inspire and uplift. Joel and Victoria's work emphasizes hope, encouragement, and personal growth, shaping how millions approach life's challenges. Events like the Night of Hope Tour bring people together across cities and countries, creating experiences that go beyond conventional church services. Challenges and criticism. With great visibility comes scrutiny. Lakewood has faced questions about financial transparency and the prioritization of resources. During Hurricane Harvey, the church's initial response to the crisis drew public attention, prompting discussions about how large organizations serve communities during emergencies. Joel and Victoria have continually worked to balance public perception, operational decisions, and the church's mission. These moments highlight the complexity of leading a global organization while staying true to spiritual values, legacy, and continuing mission. Despite challenges, Joel and Victoria Osteen's dedication to faith, family, and inspiration has never wavered. Their story, from humble beginnings in Houston to leading one of the largest churches in the world, reflects resilience, innovation, and a commitment to spreading hope. Joel's message of optimism, Victoria's leadership in ministry, and their children's contributions combine to create a legacy that reaches beyond traditional church walls, touching lives worldwide. As the church adapts to a changing world, the focus remains on faith, encouragement, and community engagement, shaping a modern model of spiritual leadership. Personal life and family. Joel and Victoria continue to live in Houston with their family, balancing their ministry with private life. Their journey together reflects partnership, shared vision, and dedication. They have nurtured a family that participates in the ministry, contributing music, leadership, and mentorship, while remaining grounded in the principles that guided their early years. The Osteen family story is one of perseverance, faith, and an enduring desire to inspire others, illustrating how personal experiences and family values can shape global influence.